Hello, everyone. Welcome to Retro Showcase. I'm your host, Known Fact, and today we're going to be playing through more games on the NES from 1990. We're in the third part of our 1990 series, and we are about in the summer of 1990. We're going to be playing games that mostly came out in June and July this year. There's a lot of weird ones here, I'll be honest. There's not a lot of what I would call super recognizable titles in the approximately 30 games we'll be looking at today, but there's a couple that, well, Final Fantasy is obviously going to be the biggest name here. Another one that I played a lot as a kid, and I feel like a lot of people know is a pretty good game, is the Capcom Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers game. Those two are probably going to be our big hitters for today, but we have a lot of games that you may have never heard of that we're going to be playing through, so some of them could be pretty good, but some of them might be weird, and some of them might be terrible, and that's all entertaining in its own way, right? So, Hey there, Tubi, thank you for coming in. Let me get my Twitch chat adjusted here. I was just getting ready to do that there, because when I hit start, I lose my pop-up chat. I had to bring it back up. Okay, so where are we starting today? Where are we starting? We're starting with Bad News Baseball, also known as Gekito Stadium in Japan. That's a Tecmo game. Okay, let's take bets. For some reason, I have a 50% chance of having RetroArch crash on the first game of the day. It's not RetroArch, it is literally the games themselves. But it's amazing how often it is exactly the first game of the day. So let's see. Can Bad News Baseball start without a hitch? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Oh, wait. I have to hit run. Okay. It started. Okay. What do we got here? Baseball game, obviously. It's got a nice little intro. Nothing too crazy. It's got, one thing I've noticed. If you were to ask me what color I associate with the NES the most, it's actually like the color black, because it's the background color for every title screen, every text box. Like, Sony games on the NES have a heavy use of black. Like, before I'd even say red or orange or whatever, no, it's black. Let's see. So what's this? We're just picking teams. I don't want to make substitutions, I just want to play with a default. Cute. Okay. Alright, so this is, you know what, this is probably a sequel. Because there's another baseball game that uses the exact same style sprites. Like, that's usually how you tell the difference between the baseball games, is the sprites for the batter and the pitcher. But I'm pretty sure we've got this exact style. Well, now I've never seen a bunny umpire. So that's different. Unless that's supposed to be a mascot. How'd that guy fall on his ass? You see he was halfway... What was that? Okay. I'm not good at baseball games. At all. Like, basketball and football, tennis, volleyball, every so often there's like a really good one of those that come out that you can just play for fun. It's arcadey. And so you have a little bit higher skill floor, I feel like. Baseball, they all want to be simulation games. There's so few arcadey baseball games. And I've always been of the opinion that if you're not making an arcadey sports game, you're doing it wrong. But I know that they're tailored to a very specific type of people. Like, the type of people that love spreadsheets in their sports. I don't even hate spreadsheets, I just don't like them with sports. I did notice that, like, the second that one baseball game Nice. I did notice that the second one baseball game got the stealing base side view. Every single baseball game, even within like a month of release, had it. Like, that was a feature that got designed simultaneously by multiple companies, and then everybody did it afterwards too. That's one thing I've noticed. There is one baseball game on the NES where you play as robots, and if you like try to steal a base, you have to like fight the other guy for it. I can't remember what the name of that one is. Wait, I usually play through like a full rotation. I can't believe that was the fastest I've done that though. That game does go pretty decent. So, you know what? That's not a terrible baseball game. The thing about baseball is it's so long. It's so slow and long. That's what makes it suck. I used to work like the graphics and lighting and sound stuff for like a major college campus area. And so I did all the different sports, and baseball was the worst. Baseball was the worst one to work. Hockey was the best one. And I don't even have like a preference for hockey. It was the most fun to put a show on for. Actually, I actually find softball to be more fun to work. Less innings, and the turnaround was faster. So the pace was just better. Next we have Boulder Dash, Data East, and Cicada Sass. I don't know if I've seen that one. Two different developers. I don't recognize the second one. Data East we've seen plenty of. So Boulder Dash. Still in the bees. Part of me right now is thinking, man, so many of these are weird games. I'm probably going to play them shortly, and then we're going to play a long session of Final Fantasy. I feel like that there's a good chance that's what could happen today, but we'll see. I am fully open to run into a game I've never seen before that's fun. All right. Sometimes when you break up and do these things chronologically, you will end up with these weird patches where you're like, I don't know if there's gonna be a single game in this. Boulder Dash. Okay, got some construction workers. Well, this is not what I was expecting. Color select. Password. Boulder World. Okay. Try the next stage. That's weird. It's got like a world map kind of thing. Very Mario 3-ish. Huh. Okay, what do we got going on? I push a boulder? No, I dig through. Oh, it's like if the traps from Dig Dug were their own game. I see. It's also the meme of the guy digging for diamonds and giving up at the last second. So if I went under, I'd get crushed. Okay. So I guess I'm going for the diamonds without getting crushed. That's the idea. Ooh, this is gonna be... How fast does it fall? Do I get a frame to get away? Yes. Ah, but then they collapse. Right. Okay. Well, let's go above them. Oh, wow. They'll fall down to the side, too. Okay. Well, this... I wonder if they get faster if they fall from a higher height. How do I safely get that one? Just move really fast? Oh! Oh my god. This game is kind of good. This is kind of a fun little arcade game. I'd imagine this is an arcade port. I guess if you move fast, you don't have to be careful. In fact, it sounds like it'd be pretty kind of chaotic and fun if I just tried to go really fast. Let's just try it. Oh, and then after so many, you get an exit. And where is the exit? Oh, there's a timer too. You shouldn't be careful. Okay. Oh, there I went. Ah. It's an interesting premise, and it's kind of well made, to be honest. This is kind of a pleasant surprise. It's not like a big console game that you're like, oh man, you should play this, but as a little arcade game, it's fun. Oh, do they not move if you're standing in the spot? Hold on. We need to figure this out. My head is holding the boulders up. Interesting. You can use that. I was trying to hurry through it, but you don't even need to. Okay, we got the exit. There it is. Good job. Okay, that's actually even funner when you try to play it fast. Alright. Oh, I started over here. I didn't even see it. Okay, let's use the pre-made lines when we can. So we need to actually... No, well, we needed to do that to make space, but we did it wrong. Oh, wait, I can go to any of these. Already. What's the butterfly do? That's an enemy. Is that a game over? Do I even have lives? Can I just play as much as I want? Okay, this is not about. That's more about the enemy. Ooh, more about the enemies and the rocks. That's a game over. Fair enough. Hey, that one's not too bad. It seems like it's got a decent amount of length too. Looking at the map. Next we have a game called Cabal by Rare. I wonder if this is some sort of game show game or something like that, or board game, because they make so many board games in the NES era. Let's find out. It's the first game spelled with a C. And I say that because Milton Bradley is the publisher. Okay. Best 5 players. Level 1. Oh, is this a light gun game? Wait, it is not a light gun game. Or if it is, it's to let you use a controller. I got grenades. How do I shoot? Hold on. This feels like it should be a light gun game, but I don't. Hold on. Where's my cursor? Yeah, it's not letting me use my cursor. But my gun's not shooting. I just have grenades. So I just throw grenades? No, I have a limited number of grenades. Why is the gun not shooting? I'll try a different core real quick. That's not gonna make a difference. I can move the cursor, I can jump around, I can throw grenades. I just can't shoot the actual gun. I just can't do the main mechanic. And it's not a light gun game. Oh! If I hold the button that throws the grenade, I shoot a gun. So you have to, and you stand still when you do that. Weird game, let's restart it, now that I know that. Okay, this is a weird one. Why is the grenade and the actual gun on the same button? That's super weird. It's a cover shooter. In order to pivot after you've gone the other direction, you kind of have to start shooting. This isn't very good. I mean, One thing it could definitely use is some better music. Are you shitting me? Oh my god. That's one hell of a victory screen. Whoops. I'm not getting much cover at all. Yeah, the control scheme is bad in this game. Like, it took me way too long to figure that out. That it doesn't make any sense why they'd be the same button. It really doesn't. But fine. Woo! Yippee! Is my ass poking out my jeans? Okay, gray guy is tossing grenades. And he's dodging everything I'm throwing at him. There we go. I got no cover. Jesus. Yeah, this is like this pattern you see in these games a lot, where the third level is just like this crazy escalation in difficulty. My dude literally just has his ass hanging out for his jeans. Okay, I think we're good. That's a weird one. Next, another Rare game. This one's called Captain Skyhawk. Rare makes so many games on the NES. No one even thinks about Rare as an NES developer. They always think Donkey Kong and Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. No one thinks about NES Rare pumping out board games and shit. That's a company that basically reorged itself completely in the Super Nintendo era. Captain Skyhawk. Let's see it. Milton Bradley publisher. So, how good could it possibly be? You know what it is? I think the problem is Milton Bradley here, not Rare. I think the second they have a good publisher, they start putting out good games. Oh wow, it's trying to be a little a little bit 3D-ish. This is actually kind of impressive looking for the NES. Ain't no mode 7 in this thing. Oh, but you have to raise your... Oh man, I even tried raising myself up and it wasn't fast enough. No music at all. Again, they only have so many sound channels on the NES, and so many of these plane games want to be simulations, so they go for having more plain sound effects instead of like a cool soundtrack. Or maybe Milton Bradley's just cheap and Rare wasn't given a composer for it. Not that you would be hiring a typical composer in this era. It'd be more like, hey, one of our programmers likes working with the sound chip. I get a lot of lives. They know they kind of made it hard. Boy, the no music is a real... It's really something. But I know why. I know why there's no music, but it doesn't mean I like the decision. Oh no, this is turboable. Okay, that's it. That's fine. What do we have next? Castle of Dragon, also known as Dragon Unit in Japan. Developer is Athena. Publisher is also Athena or Satana. All right. Castle of Dragon. Let's see it. Sounds like some kind of, I'd guess some kind of Zelda type adventure game. But I could be wrong. Is that a robot? Hell yeah. Is that Dragonair? Is that Dragonor? Metal Armor Dragonor or whatever? The not Gundam 0083? I mean, no, it's a castle in a fantasy setting, so no, it isn't. It's just that you get, what if a robot fought a dragon? Okay. I can work with this. The Windlery Castle. Except I'm not, it's just, what was that game we played last time? With the axe dude? It looks like the same kind of game. But I guess I transform into a robot after I pick up a power-up or something? Uh-oh. No immunity frames. That's a problem in any game ever. Die, skeleton. Which is kind of rude, because the skeleton already died. Maybe I should ask it to sleep well, rest well, skeleton. Wow, this is a trash game. They made me think there was a cool robot, and I'm gonna have to do a bunch of bullshit before I see it. What can I do besides spam hits on this guy? He's shooting like every other second. Ah, it's not it's not that it's a robot, it's more like a Garo. I just got a cool like metal armor upgrade. Okay. The Heresy Forest. Okay, and I lose a layer. Wow, this is stupid. This is really stupid. This game sucks. Just, man, how do you make a game like this with no invincibility frames? That's crazy. That's gotta be like one of the most basic things to figure out. Don't worry, you can just get hit 60 times per second. So we're not, I guess there's multiple levels of this forest. Everything's a damage sponge. Okay, this is a power-up that looks like it can actually do some work. It still doesn't hit. I just have to swing and it hits anything on the screen? Okay. But it has a limit. Or does it? I can't tell. Doesn't matter. This game is really not good. Damn, with a name like that, I thought it could be. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. Here's one of my favorite games when I was a kid. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. This is Capcom developed and published. And boy, can you tell. The game is really good, especially with one playing with someone else. Because you can pick up and throw each other, not just the stuff and the enemies. Which is very fun. Easy to piss each other off. Sometimes some crimes slipping through the cracks. Gumshoes. Ah, but who do I play as? I'll be Chip. Okay, gang. Okay, gang. I can't do a chipmunk voice. Okay, gang, we have a new assignment. Our cute little neighbor, Mandy, has lost her kitten. Man, what a banger opening theme. I say, like, it translates so well to like a chip, to like a sound chip. You know what I mean? Like the melody does. I say this is a job for the Rescue Rangers. I'll go on ahead, Chip, and scatter some things of mine that might help while we search the city. Good idea, Gadget. That's the spirit. Dale, you and I can start on the trail. Monty, why don't you and Zipper track down one of those strange mechanical dogs we've been seeing in the park lately? Mechanical dogs? A piece of cake, Chip. We'll get right on it. You can depend on us. Alright, let's do it. Now, I think maybe one of them is stronger than the other, or maybe you need two of them to lift the apples. Doesn't matter. This game feels great. I love how the enemies just go freaking flying. You can pick up and throw shit so fast, too. Oh, you can hide under the boxes, too. I don't remember if there's an actual stealth mechanic or if that's just something you can do. I just remember it's fun. I think Zipper is like a power-up, like an invincibility power-up in this game. So you wanna be looking under the boxes, you'll get some good shit. You got a good jump, too. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he just wrecks shit. They give them to you just long enough. You don't have to worry about the boxes colliding into other boxes, too. They just go straight. They're just enemy-seeking missiles. Or maybe the apples are for healing. Maybe that's what they are. Oh! And it's not one-hit kill, so it's a bit forgiving in that way. Kinda just want to carry a box around when you can. Whoops. Misread that hitbox. Environments change up. Damn. I think if you have two players, you can revive. I might, if I'm remembering right. I might be remembering wrong. Oh, wait, you can place a box down, I think? How's that work? Oh, no, these blocks. Right. There we go. Choice! Oh, yeah, there's actual bosses. Right. Oh, you can't touch that. What are you supposed to do here? Is it supposed to... Oh, you're supposed to make it shock it. Here you go. Yeah, that's right. You got these reusable throwables. Right. Come on. Hell yeah. It's not too difficult for a kid, you know? You got these little bonus games. Fat Cat. Ha ha ha, I tricked you, Rescue Rangers. The kitten was just a clever trap to lure you here. I've already caught your precious gadget. From now on, she's inventing things for me. Wait, this guy's voiced by, like, Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince, right? You'll have to take her from my casino if you really want her back. Doesn't Uncle Phil do like a Transformer? Isn't he like the villain in the Transformer movie? I don't know much about Transformers. Despite loving Gundam and shit, I don't know shit about Transformers. You want to talk about Votoms or Patlabor or Gundam or Getter Robo? Sure, I don't know shit about Transformers though. Except Beast Wars, I guess. I guess I did watch a lot of Beast Wars when I was a kid. But that was like a passive watching experience, not, you know, not sitting down and watching a whole series kind of thing like you do as an adult. Wow, they seem faster and more aggressive in this level. I wonder what makes me able to... Oh. Huh. Damn. Not doing so hot in this level. Whoa. Those guys look like... Oh, those acorns refill health. Look at this dude. What's your problem, dude? Okay, I think we jump on these faucets to turn them off. And obviously when you're doing two-player, you can kind of work together to get a lot of points here. It's just a good concept where you're in a big, you know, everything's big world because you're just little chipmunks. It's a bit disproportional actually when you actually think about it, but it just makes for a fun set of level designs. Because a bunch of things, they're just like human appliances and shit like that, are like actual obstacles. Oh, you can go above. Oh, that was dirty. Wait, is that a bomb? Probably should have saved that, but I thought it was gonna blow up on me. What's the P stand for? Whoa! Oh, it's an alien. I'm like, did I get like a second chip? No, they're doppelganger aliens. Which is funny, because in the two-player, that can actually catch you off guard, right? Oh, wow. I got wrecked! I got wrecked by that dude. But you get continues. Man, Chip and Dale is really good. I could actually play this one for a bit. But that's such an easy, to me, that is such an easy 5 out of 5 for an NES game this year. Like, this was one of the funnest games to play with a second person. Cooperative play is, I find cooperative play is often more fun than competitive play, but that's a personal preference. I like fighting games, though. Just I haven't played any recent ones, honestly. I'd play Guilty Gear Strive if it ever went on a discount. But no, every time they release a season pass, it's still $70 the full thing. If it ever was ever in the price range that I thought a fighting game should be, I would play them. These days they just aren't. All right. What do we got? Dragon Spirit: The New Legend, made by Now Production. Namco and Bandai published it in different regions. Here we go. Dragon Spirit: The New Legend. Score at the top. You tell me a game with a score at the top is giving me a text crawl at the beginning? The hero Amru, disguised as a blue dragon, is finally about to fight the monsters of well. Wait, I'm controlling the text crawl at the beginning? I'm controlling the prologue. That's kind of interesting. I assume this is supposed to be a prologue where I lose. Am I even damaging this thing? I don't think I am. I think I'm supposed to lose. Oh, there he got hurt. I won. Game over. Amru and Orisha married and had twins. Amru became ill from his battle with Zoel. The twins were named Lace and Iris. Meanwhile, Galdra started conquering the earth. Galdra took Iris away as his victim. Lace took the sword, which his father left, to slay Galdra. So strange. I actually played that opening crawl before I even hit press start. What a weird choice. Is this gonna be the same type of game after I hit press start? The Paleozoic era. How the hell did we get there? They didn't explain how I time traveled. What a weird set of choices. Not terrible, just weird. Unexpected. Really just not killing these enemies. They're just going straight into the ground themselves. No, Nessie! Are those just meteors coming down? Is that what... Because they're affecting the environment. And I'm not killing them, so... Man, those power-ups move like they're enemy projectiles. It's kind of annoying. So far, the movement speed feels kind of smooth and nice. Feels kind of smoother than most of these games I've played on the NES. It's actually not bad. I have a health bar, I see. That's annoying. You have to hit them on the ground and then in the air, but you can't fire both shots at once, so... And it is a full replay level type. Huh? Okay. Man, those meteors look exactly like the enemies. It's kind of annoying. Why Nessie gotta be that way? Everyone loved Plesiosaur. Why you gotta be this way? Alright. Oh, that's an egg. I have to, like, shoot and then... I like it. Alternate between them. What next? I'm a two-headed dragon, I just noticed that now. Power-ups made me grow a head. Ooh, some slowdown. Now I've got options. Now we're talking. The power-up system seems pretty decent in this. Like, it's palpable. You feel it when you get it. It makes a difference while playing. Is that a tentacle sticking out? Or is it just a plesiosaur facing forward? Oh, I think I have worse bombs now. Oh well. There's so many symbols for the power-ups, but I don't really know. Do my grenades shake the ground, or is that the enemy now? Never been a fan of needing a separate button to hit enemies on the ground in these type of games, to be honest. These should really be one-button games in most cases. Maybe a bomb button. But that's a screen clear, which is essentially is giving up a life. I guess it depends on the game. Got some health, even though I wasn't hurt. The music's just kind of there. It's not bad or terrible. It's just there. Wow. Well, that was a boss, I guess. I was very powered up. I'm a maid of Arlia. I was caught by the monster of darkness. My friends are also prisoners. They will be helpful. Yeah, it's some kind of power-up system. That's for sure. I feel like they came up with the power-ups and then decided it was going to be a dragon-themed thing. But honestly, it does feel like it plays better than a lot of these other vertical shooters. So I'm not completely opposed to it. Ooh, I slow the game down with that one. My end goal seems to be to become King Ghidorah. Oh, if you get hit, you lose a power-up. Oh. And down I go. I think we're good. Actually. Why don't we see what's next? Heavy Shreddin', also known as Snowboard Challenge in Power Region, is by Imagineering. So, Heavy Shreddin'. Oh, HA. Heavy, no, it's the beta. Heavy Shreddin'. It's a dragon that is the son of a dragon that rescued a princess and made twins. It had a prologue before the press start screen that I could actually play. That was kind of interesting. Okay. We're just doing Poser Park. We're doing the easy shit. Oh. Oh. This doesn't look... Oh, no. Oh, no. Do you notice how it doesn't even feel like you're interacting with the background? Like you're just on top of it like a green screen? Look at this. It just doesn't even feel real. Okay, I can appreciate... This is a bunch of... It's because it's rotoscoped. It's a bunch of rotoscope motion. But, I mean, it's with very few pixels, but you can tell when he's doing a fucking flip. This game is weird. It feels awful. What is going on with this thing? Imagineering, I don't think they've had any good games so far. We've seen that name a couple times. I don't think there's been a good one from them. If I don't focus on tricks and just try to go fast, I might have a chance of making par on the easy course. I mean, it's not as bad as FF7 snowboarding. I'm not hitting something every 3 goddamn seconds because you can't turn. Wow, I didn't even make it on the easy course trying to go fast. I think we're good. Uh-oh. Actually, it's not an uh-oh. It's just a, Jeopardy! 25th Anniversary Edition. This is like the 3rd Jeopardy game this year Rare's put out, and they're all exactly the same. But, hey, we check them out. Jeopardy! This is double Jeopardy. We can't do this. You can't make me play the same game twice. No, they made me play it 3 times. It's triple Jeopardy. Like, they don't even change the title screen. That's what's really fucking crazy. But also, I sometimes just like playing Jeopardy, so... fuck it. We'll do a round. Yearn on. Oh boy. Alright. Inventions, world history, Europe trip. I wonder what movie anatomy is supposed to mean. Gert Phobe used his Midas touch. Oh, Goldfinger. How do you have to press the D-pad. Not a button, but the D-pad is Goldfinger. So it's movie names that have a body part in them. I wrote Goodfinger, god damn it. Alright, let's just keep going. In 1985's Hands Across the Table, Carol Lombard had this appropriate job. Hands Across the Table. What is a handmaiden? I'm just gonna guess. I wonder if that was 2 words. Manicurist. Fair enough. 1955 film with Fred Astaire and Leslie Caron. Fred Astaire. Daddy Longlegs. Actually never heard of that movie. Longlegs is a good movie. Falling in Love with Sybil Shepherd made Charles Goodwin this in a 1972 film. Whoops. What you got? The Heartbreaker? The Heartbreak Kid? She don't know. I guess it's the Heartbreak Kid. World history. Bushmen and Hotenots were the first to live in this troubled country. Ooh boy. Let's just see what Jeopardy has to say right now. South Africa. Remember, this is 1990. Born... Oh, of course, Vernon's gonna know this one. Nikolai Lenin. Cold War. Apartheid-ass world history questions. Shaw's Timid Tailor. Dude, I couldn't even read that. Shaw's timid tailor who had a thorny encounter with a lion. In the house at Pooh Corner, Rabbit said, "There's too much of him." What's the... Tigger, yeah. Inventions. This company turned from sunglasses and filters to instant photography. I'm gonna say Canon. No, Kodak. Kodak. Polaroid, duh. Polaroid instant photography, duh. Dorothy wrapped his nose for threatening Toto. Who is the lion? Do you need to write Cowardly Lion? I guess so. I'm just gonna write lion. I wanna see how strict they are in this game. The lion. You don't get it if you just write lion. Okay. His first name is actually Cowardly. People don't know that. Shere Khan is the lame tiger in this classic. That's the Jungle Book. That is the Jungle Book. Oof. Man. First Jeopardy game that had voice entry is probably the best one. Give me back that movie anatomy. Let's try again. After 1957's A Face in the Crowd, he became TV's favorite small-town sheriff. I'm trying to think of anything with a body part. Andy Griffith. Oh, it was just... I thought the topic had to have, like, a body part word in it. Okay. Now, what do you think of this category is? John clanged bells and made absurd U-boat noises. Okay, Yellow Submarine. All right. I don't need to play an entire game of Jeopardy here. It was a unfortunately named category. Oh, there you. But I do like Jeopardy. Song in which Los Bravos insist, "I want my baby back." All right, let's move on. The next game is called The Last Starfighter, East Ridge Technology. L for last. And published by Mindscape, which is not a good publisher usually. Whoa, look at that sprite. It's freaking out. I am not in control. Now I am in control. Oh my god. No way that it controls like this. It's going right or left without your inputs? You're just turning the direction around. And that's only after like the first 5 seconds of gameplay. So you can only actually go up and down or change the movement direction. This is an old as fuck arcade game they just decided to move over, isn't it? Wow. Wow. I do not like this. That scrolling sucks, too. Hey there, Tubi. That scrolling is almost like blurring my vision. It does not work. Oh my gosh, was that supposed to be an obstacle? Good lord, Mindscape, please stop it. Please stop releasing games. Next we have The Moffat Conspiracy, which is actually a Golgo 13 game. Which is super strange because they've already released a Golgo 13 game in North America. They don't need to localize it to not be Golgo 13. That's so weird. Maybe it is Golgo 13, but it's just not in the front title. Maybe it's in the subtitle. But in the Japanese, it's clearly Golgo 13. Well, let's see. Let's see if the Japanese and American versions of this game are really different. Moffat Conspiracy. That's probably a Golgo 13 like arc or something. Or it's just a completely different name because they want to strip out the IP. Only one way to find out. MAF. Here we go. Let's find out. Okay. The first Golgo 13 game had some nice presentation. March 1990, as part of America's Strategic Defense Initiative, SDI, an experimental satellite, SK-2, was recently launched into Earth orbit. For some unknown reason, the experimental satellite has apparently fallen out of orbit and crashed into the Alps. Now, threatening letters have simultaneously been received in Washington and the Kremlin. The author of these letters has signed in the name of the Moffat Revolutionary Group. However, this cannot be verified, and only obscure references have been noted. The terrorists, they're kind of running this very long for just text on a black screen for an NES game, are demanding that the American government provide them with the submarine Los Angeles, a ship carrying missiles with nuclear warheads. Yeah, that's a reasonable demand. Furthermore, they are deciding that the Soviets turn over their research currently under development on the military application of electromagnetic waves. Yeah, these are things you can expect to get out of someone. All right, is it going to be Golgo? Let's see. They're not showing the face. No, it's him. Damn. Okay, so they're not stripping the IP out of it. They just give it the subtitle first. I have Gungeon, but I've never actually played. No, wait, no, I don't have Gungeon. I have. For some reason I was getting Gungeon confused with Nuclear Throne for some reason. Okay, we're getting way too much text here and not enough of an actual game. On a later console, I'd say that's fine. It's the NES, man. I can't skip. This is also unskippable, by the way. It can only move as fast as it's going. I mean, if you really wanted a spy story, this is cool, but imagine sitting through this and then the gameplay is just garbage. Also, we know these text scrolls do not have to be this slow. It's so annoying. Okay, rescue your barrows and blow up everything else. Got it. I don't mind story cutscenes, it's just that, like, context here, it's the NES. You know we're not going to get a very long, complex, deep story, so we're just going to have a front-loaded cutscene here is what we're going to get. I mean, let's be real, what's, like... What is the most complex story on an NES game? Like, Final Fantasy II? Dragon Quest 4 or 3, maybe? You know? Okay. They love this blowing up a skeleton cutscene. They've showed it to me twice before I got to play. Okay, this is basically the same game as the first one. It just looks nicer. It does look nice. Do I have a menu of any sort now? Bam. Music's alright too. When do I... Let's go see if we can go in a room here. No. Looks like I'm just going to the end of the level then. The jumping's a bit awkward. Everyone who... If the guy is hiding behind something, you're almost... Like, you can't duck faster than their sprite is standing up. I guess is one thing that's weird here. So you're gonna get shot. CIA. I'm James, Mr. Togo. This business is troublesome, isn't it? Yeah, I've never watched Golgo 13. Is it any good? I got a gun. Alright. Sir, I would like to play a video game, please. Pretty please, can I play a video game? Oh, come to the art museum on the Champs Elysees. I'll have the code for you there. Man, if this just had a normal text scrolling rate, it might not be that bad. And you can skip through it. Like, every time you boot up the game, this is what you have to go through before you can really play. It didn't even feel like I died there for a second. I'll have a gun now. That should make things a bit easier. Like, that was like 10 minutes before you can even play the game. I would like to get to a sniper scene, since that's like the whole thing. With Golgo, right? That he's like an ace sniper. Dude. Come on. Here's your code. It will get you into the hideout. Please, please do a gameplay shift after this. Do not have me walk another short level for another 3+ minute cutscene. Now there's ninjas. If I die before we get to a sniper scene, we're just gonna move on. First-person dungeon crawler. Am I moving forward? I can't even tell. Besides the noise, it sure didn't look like it. Now, no, this is not impressive because you can play Phantasy Star 1 on the Master System by now and see what this shit could really look like. Not even the Mega Drive, the Master System. Yeah, okay, we're good. They had when the gameplay shifted, it needed to be to something good. It couldn't have been that. Sorry, you blew it, Golgo. Next we have an SNK game, which could be good. Mechanized Attack. Let's see. Never heard of it, but it could be good. MECH. All right. SNK Corp. Is this a light gun game? This is a light gun game. Well, let's see if it's been a while since we've had one of these. Let's see if it's good. Advance to the next stage. Good luck. Okay. I was like, are these regular? All right, I'm shooting. I'm shooting. They're not dying. I'm shooting. They're not dying. Okay, so, you know, this game, you know how this game is gaslighting people. Because we're not using like a regular light gun, we're using exactly where we shoot cursor, and you can see it's like making us shoot way off. This game is non-functional. Wow, this game is a ripoff. Holy shit, SNK, go fuck yourself. Literally doesn't shoot where it's pointed. What a piece of fucking shit. SNK should know better than that. Michael Andretti's World GP is our next one. It's an F1 game. By Human Entertainment. The entertainment was very human. I've never really played an F1 game. I do not know if they are good. No, because I can literally see where it's placing my shot, and it's not. Even if it is, doesn't matter. We played like 6 or 7 light games that are better than that. that don't have that problem. Right now, the light game to beat is Sunsoft's Freedom Force. That's still the best light gun game. Which is basically just Lethal Enforcers before Lethal Enforcers. It had hostages and stuff that comes at you that you have to shoot as well, which is basically the Lethal Enforcers system. I think that's a Sega property. I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. It was on the place. They released a collection on the PlayStation, so maybe not. I wasn't shifted up. I see. It's like other games like this, but if you spit out, it takes like 10 fucking minutes to correct. You have to be downshifting a lot. Okay. Okay, it's like these kind of racing games, but not fun. And look, I don't mean to be overly negative, but we are in the period where the NES is right now the cheaper system to develop for, and there is a ton of slop that always comes out on a system once you've hit that point in, like, a console cycle, right? Like, we're just in the point where people are just slapping anything fucking out without much thought into whether it's fun or good. Like, I can't even get the fuck out of this. I literally can't even get out of the grass. Alright, enough. Enough. Pinball Quest by Tosei. And, you know, that's just part of playing through and seeing what it's like. There's a reason people move on to other consoles. Technology gets better. The development focus for the games that people give the most shit about gets diverted. And people who can do it cheap move in, and devalue like what's in the market. Like it's typically what makes people switch consoles, even when they don't want to pay the money. All right, Pinball Quest. This is a Jaleco game, so it's gonna be pinball, but like for some reason, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe Jaleco's doing something a bit different here. Hold on. Jaleco's the one that makes all those sports games that are like trying to be realistic. This doesn't look like a very high thrills pinball game, but let's see. Maybe it's just the theming I picked. Look at that lady. She's hopping over something. A jukebox. It's America. 1950s theme. Okay. We're bowling and playing pinball at the same time. Got it. I don't know. I find Jaleco, like, they try. I feel like Jaleco tries, but it just, its aesthetic does not is a bad matchup with me, I think. Like, they do a lot of interesting things, but I never feel like their games are arcadey enough for the types of games they're making. Like, they're just a bit dry, I guess would be the way to put it. Jaleco publishes a lot of dry games. Let's see one of the other tables. Viva Golf. Okay, RPG mode. Hold on. How do I do RPG mode? What is RPG mode? Now we're talking. Give me something weird. This is a pinball RPG? Have I spoken too soon? Are we doing weird shit? The ball is a character. Okay, hold on. Hold on now. What happens? Let's play this a few minutes and see what Is it just that it's in a forest, or is there something to this? Is it just a different theme? Am I trying to go up this way to go to the next screen to progress the story? I'm not talking about currently. I'm talking about retro consoles and games. Consoles have been irrelevant since the PS4 era. They've sold, but they haven't offered you anything better than what you could get, you know, just building a computer. Exclusives don't exist, basically. Especially now, with all the price increases on the consoles. Like, they are not going to release a new console for a while because no one will buy it. Because they've already got their current consoles prices raised beyond what people want now. And they don't offer anything. I don't think Microsoft's ever going to make another console again, to be honest. Like, specifically Microsoft, I don't think is going to release another console. They'll do weird partnerships like that Rogue Ally shit, and they'll fail, but they're not going to release a console again. Okay. I cannot get the angle on this fucking shot. I just can't. This last episode, I talked about this when we were playing pinball games. If your pinball machine doesn't allow the common angles of shots to do fun stuff, it's a bad pinball game. Like, it shouldn't take me like 10 minutes to get the exact angle on a shot to do this RPG mode. To like the start of it, right? Alright. I'm good. I'm good. Next, we have... Weird that that game was called Pinball Quest, but the RPG mode was like the fourth option. Right? The next game is called Puss in Boots, Perro's Great Adventure. And it is by Show Ue System. And... looks like Toei published it. Puss in Boots. Alright. Let's see it. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, honestly, that was one of the PS3's best selling points, was that you weren't paying for online service. There really isn't a good excuse for having to pay for online service beyond your internet connection. It's literally just people are fucking spineless and will just eat it. Alright. Oh, this is the actual Toei mascot, Puss in Boots. I forgot that he's like their mascot. Right. This does not feel... that... what it... hold... oh my god. Toei, what the fuck? This game feels old. Why am I using a gun instead of, like, a sword? Puss in Boots is cold like that, damn. This feels This feels almost cynical. Like... There was no intention to make a good game here. There was no intention. What is this shit? I'm in the ocean. Not the Toei mascot musketeer. This is literally the dude you'll see in front of any Toei anime as a eye catch. This game is, oh my god. Man, that thing's got less budget than a Toei anime. Jeez. Next up, we have Rad Racer 2. Square. Developed and published. Let's see. I feel like Rad Racer 2 could... I feel like there's some things you could do to improve Rad Racer. Let's see. Let's take a look. Rad Racer. All right. Let's see what we got here. Key West. Music. Sing yourself. Okay. Do I have to press a button to turn on a radio? I'm looking for the radio. I'm pressing all the buttons trying to get a song to play. Didn't Rad Racer have like a radio selector in the first game? I assume that's why I'm not hearing anything. There's only so many buttons on an NES controller, however. And if none of them are doing it, then I don't know what to say. Unless there was an option when I hit the level. Let's see. Music. Sing yourself. It says music. Oh! Like, sing to yourself. What the fuck? Why would you put that? That sounds like a... Only 2 songs. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is... That is a language barrier, all right. Okay. Okay. I love that you don't hear the car when the music's playing. It's because the NES only has so many sound channels. But also, I just like it better that way. Make it feel like a music video or something. You get effects, just not like the rev up sound. You get like crash effects and friction effects, just not the engine sound. I mean, honestly, it doesn't feel like very different at all from Rad Racer 1. You know what I mean? Actually, I don't even know if it looks better. It might, the Rad Racer 1 might have had better environment looking graphics, because that ocean isn't really doing anything. I felt like, wasn't there like an animated background in Rad Racer 1? Maybe I might be misremembering that. Come on, you can do it. It's crazy how like going 60 miles per hour feels slow. Oh, it gives me the turn. I didn't even think about it, but it was telling me how sharp the turns are. I don't have to react. I can prepare. Oof, I did not make it very far, did I? And that's it, huh? It's not bad. That's about where I expected, honestly. Next we have Rocket Ranger, which is Beam Software. We'll see. Beam Software is hit or miss, if I'm thinking right. We'll see. Rocket Ranger. Not to be confused with Rocket Knight. Cinemaware. Oh, it's the Rocketeer. And yet it's just called... And yet there was a game called Rocketeer. The year is 1990. An alien moon appears in the night sky. Waves of rocket ships descend upon Europe, carving out a new country, Greater Latonia. A strange force field protects the moon from American and Soviet missile attacks. Chapter 1. In the dark hours of the morning... Oh. There's a strategy element to this? Oh. Watch out, Zeppelin. You're going down. Is it even reacting to my shots? I can't even tell, man. This feels... This was not the kind of game I was expecting, I'm just gonna be honest. It was just, I got a different read from the title and startup, and then... The airship escapes. Damn. Chapter 2. The Rocket Lab. Oh. Oh. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. We're really doing it, huh? Sample that gut punch. Oh, man. How is he... Okay, I was actually winning. The health bars were not on the sides. Okay. Rocket parts are cheap. Pick destination. We'll go up here. Scandinavia. Show me. Oh my god. No. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, next we have Shingen the Ruler, which is also called Takeda Shingen 2. It's by a developer called Another and a publisher called Hot B. I'm wondering if this is a strategy game. Like a Sengoku era strategy game. We'll see. All right. Let's see it. Hot B. The publisher, not even the developer on the front. Yeah, there's Takeda. He's got such an iconic look, doesn't he? Like, you can recognize him anywhere with that headpiece and that fan. January 1545. Okay. Tell me about the rice yield, please. How many occupied regions do you give orders to? Sir, what's the order? Everything is abbreviated. Oh, this is a manual game if there ever was one. Is there a doctor in the house? Military? This is like a worse Nobunaga's Ambition. Okay. This is a worse Nobunaga's Ambition. Like, if you're gonna play this, just play Nobunaga. Silkworm, Tecmo. This is Tecmo. What a weird name. Heli or Jeep? I mean, if you're giving me a choice, I'm gonna pick the not helicopter. Maybe that was the wrong choice. I can weirdly shoot downward when I jump. I really hope the NES gets a nice resurgence in 91. I think it will. I think there will be at least some good sequels to already good games. I don't think we're quite done with the NES library having good games. It's just there's a lot. This is the year where the most games came out on the NES by like a significant number, right? This 6 parts is the most we'll ever have on a year for NES. So there's just a lot of slop. There's just a ton of slop that came out this year. Okay, let's try the helicopter. I'll give the helicopter a try. It's easier with the helicopter. If it's 2 players, someone else plays as the Jeep, obviously, and that might be a little funner. Yeah. Just kind of a slow enemy, damage spongy enemy horizontal shooter. Like, look how many hits these enemies take. Oh, it was a boss. That thing gonna die? Almost didn't die at all. Yeesh. Yee. Dude, die. Cease to be. Like, I'm shooting it as much as I can before it goes off screen with a turbo controller and it doesn't die. Powered up. You gotta make the enemies react to your shots, man. You gotta. Doesn't have to be a big reaction, it's gotta be something, though. Wait. Was I not hurting it the entire time? Or is that just a flash it does before it does that attack? Hard to tell, huh? Cool. Oh, man. What do we got next? Let me scroll down a little bit here on my thing. Okay, we've got Starship Hector, also known as Hector 87. So it's going to be a 3-year-old game. Hudson Soft, that's the Bomberman maker. Starship Hector. All right, Hudson Soft, let's show me something good. Normal, please, whatever. It's a bomb things on the ground type. All right. There's so many shooters in this year. This year has, like, 1990's got so many. And there's so few of them that are actually good. Like, I don't even think shoot 'em up fans are celebrating a lot of these games. There's some obvious really good ones like Gradius and Gearus. But never forget and when we're playing the games in this year, that the Mega Drive exists and is out in the market right now. Never forget that. When does Raiden come out? When does like Raiden and Salamander come out? Wait, or did Salamander already come out? Did I already play Salamander? I think I might have already played Salamander. Because that's the Gradius sequel, right? You know something I've never played is the Toho games. I wonder if I'd like those. Got me. Ooh, full level? Full level start over? Or boss checkpoint? Full level. It's just a very mediocre shooter. Wall Street Kid. The Money Game 2. Kabuto Show no Kitsaki. Wall Street Kid, made by Sofel. Wall Street Kid. Wally, Wall Street Kid. Okay, featuring Wall Street Kid. Priscilla, the pricey prima donna. Larry, the lofty lawyer. Roof, the ruthless banker. Stanley, the crafty consultant. Connie, the arrogant advisor. Ralph, the regal realtor. Doc, the bogus boat salesman. Pamela, the patient pet dealer. Cal, the cranky car dealer. Ted, the tough stereo man. Art, the artsy artist. Dion, the dashing designer. Julie, the jolly jeweler. Austin, the astute auctioneer. That's a lot of characters. Hello, I'm Larry, a lawyer. Is this the Frasier video game? Employed by your distant uncle, Mr. Benedict. I'm sorry to say he's passed away. Oh no, it's Umideko. As his only surviving relative, you may be eligible to inherit over 600 billion in assets. First, you must prove yourself. You'll be provided with 500,000, with which you must turn a profit through the stock market. Use the profits to uphold the Benedict standard of living. Pamper your sweetheart and move in to a decent $1 million house. A decent $1 million house. You mean a 2-bedroom? You know, to purchase the house. I'll have a real estate agent call you. Also, Mr. Benedict's grandfather owned a castle in Europe years ago when he immigrated to the U.S. The castle had to be sold just before Dr. Benedict's death. We heard gossip that the castle would go up for sale. You must buy it back to maintain the family heritage. The castle will cost several $1 million, so prepare yourself. You know what? This sounds like too much fucking trouble. If I can already win the stock market, why do I even give a fuck about the rest of these conditions? Oh, by the way, have a great April Fool's Day, but remember, everything I just told you is no April Fool's joke. Good luck. I've been given $500,000. Economy. Interest rates have dropped by 0.5%. Okay. Market data. Blue chip and cyclical stocks surpass others. Hot Stocks Bulletin. Boeing. Carnivore Cruise Lines. American Depress. Rattel Toys. Freedman's Fund. News headlines. Poisonous insects raiding picnic grounds. Ralph. Hello, my name is Ralph. I'm a real estate agent. Larry told me that you are interested in purchasing a house for around $1 million. I'm looking at some very nice homes for sale at the moment. I'll get the details and call you at the beginning of next week. Bye for now. They just lowered interest rates, which means I'm already too late. I'm already too late. Sell the news. Let's go. Sell stocks. I don't have any. No, really? I don't got anything? Okay. You know, let's just do something stupid, like put all my money in one stock. 2 max. The max is 2? Yapple. I'm out of money? I don't understand. What do you mean? I bought like $400 of stock. How do I not have money? Apparently that was not the... Apparently I bought way more than I thought I did. Whatever, it's IBM. Alright, now what? I don't want to cancel, I want to move on. Lots must not be a 1-to-1. Okay, now what? How do I don't... Connie, hello sir, my name is Connie. I have an excellent investment tip for $1,000. Do we have a deal? No. Well sir, maybe next time, goodbye. Who the fuck are you? Get out of my face. I just came to tell you no again, Connie. I'm just trying to move on, please. The clock? The Wall Street Times. Economy. Interest rates are dropping while prices remain stable. Of course not. We have to wait like 18 months. Blue chip and cyclical stocks surpass others. Hot stocks bulletin. Okay. Is this game just buying stocks, basically? It's kind of skipping days. I wonder if I'm just supposed to... If I'm supposed to press something? The world record for this game is 30 minutes. That would be interesting to see. I wonder if it uses the... I wonder if anything's randomized or if it just uses the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like every playthrough's the same. In terms of what does and doesn't do well, day per day. There's my password. Muggers becoming regular customers at shopping mall. Let me guess, it's Ralph again. Hello, this is Ralph. I found a gorgeous house for you. In fact, the owner is a friend of yours, John Feld. That's the funniest thing could have happened a second ago. Hey, it's J.E. What's up, man? Oh, at his last party. No, Ralph, why would I do that? Oh, man. Oh, wouldn't that have been just the funniest fucking drop? Hey, it's your pal, Jeffrey. Oh, man. Okay, let's move on. The Adventures of Gilligan, a Gilligan's Isle game. This is crazy. Gilligan's Isle. It's weird how so many shows that are like rerun shows of the 90s are actually still getting licensed games in this era. It's kind of crazy. Like, this show definitely aired a bunch. When I was a kid. One thing I didn't know back when it was airing was that Gilligan is Doobie Howser, which is Shaggy. Like, it's all the same guy. Gilligan's played by the person who plays Doobie Howser, and Doobie Howser's the inspiration for Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. That's what I'm saying. Adventures would be A, because they don't use the. Casey Kasem, that's the actor's name I'm trying to think of. Casey Kasem's Shaggy is based on the beatnik guy from Doobie Howser. Adventures of Gilligan's Island. Why am I having so much trouble? There we go. Or is Gilligan's Island one of those shows that looks older than it is? I'm pretty sure it was reruns when I saw it as a kid. Considering the age of Gilligan, that guy should have been much older. Oh yeah, the color coding and stuff in that show, it had to be an older show. I don't know, but I couldn't tell you when it aired. 60s? I actually don't know. I kind of want to look it up. Hold on, I'm going to look it up because I'm curious. Gilligan's Island aired from 64 to 67. Okay. And the guy who plays Gilligan's name is Bob Denver. That's the name of the guy. He played Menard G. Krebs, which is the beatnik that Shaggy is based on. Which Casey Kasem played Shaggy. That's what I was trying to figure out. Anyway, Gilligan's Island. Skipper. Now hear this, everyone. It looks like a storm is coming tonight. We're going to have to build a large umbrella? That's not what Gilligan sounds like. Shut up, Gilligan. We have to build a hut to protect us from the storm. I want everyone to help gather the necessary materials. The professor will fix the transmitter. Marianne will make dinner, and the Howls cut logs. A Howl never does any work that requires manual labor. Go find a contractor and be quick. Never mind, I'll do it myself. Gilligan has picked a place to build the hut. It's right where he's standing now. Oh boy, this is a great spot to build a hut. I'm playing as the skipper. Can I switch? This fucking penis music. Alright, let's fucking go. Skipper punch! I can't punch rocks. I can hop over the rocks and hurt myself, it looks like. Isn't this beautiful scenery, Skipper? Just lovely. It would look better if we weren't shipwrecked. This is the Gilligan's Island game. I got a really bad feeling. Oh my gosh. I think they care more about getting jokes in on every screen than they do on what's actually happening. I got a really bad feeling. Me too. But I always feel this way when I'm with you. Perfect. Skipper found an ancient pit. I wonder where Gilligan is. I'm finally free of that curse. This is where Skipper acquires the cursed blade, and he can't tell Gilligan about it. But Gilligan knows the Skipper's nature too well, and so he knows that something's wrong with him. You think anyone's ever written Gilligan's Island fanfiction? I feel like there is. I feel like there probably is. Because you got like an Elvis and Costello pair that hate each other. There's gotta be fanfiction writers for that. Fell the fucking pit, didn't he? He did fall in the goddamn pit. Now I fell in the fucking pit. Now he fell in the fucking pit. I'm just trying to get past the pit. There we go. Oh, man. $30 to 40 feral fucking hogs. Our asses are dead. Gilligan, get in the quicksand. Look at this beautiful scenery. You know what? I think I understand this game. I'm gonna eat some food. Use a rope? Well, I thought maybe I could throw a rope across. But you know what? I think I understand this game perfectly. Let's just, maybe this is what the rope's for. Nope. Nope, it isn't. Alright. See ya. I got a really bad feeling. Me too. But I always feel this way when I'm with you. I'm trying to die in quicksand. Can we die quicker, please? Isn't this beautiful scenery? Just lovely. It would look better if we weren't shipwrecked. Show me that. Game over. What a harrowing story. What do we got next? Battle chess. Might be good. Beam software might not be good. We'll see. Now, I need to not get caught up in playing chess and waste a bunch of time. So, that's the real challenge. Alright, how's this work? Do paces not automatically take each other? There's like an actual system? Or is it just that they're animated? Okay, can't move differently. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna make a bunch of fucky bad moves just to see shit happen. Look at that dumpy ass. Now what? Was I in control of that, or is that just an animation? It's really hard to tell. It does run so very, very slow. Now this priest is gonna go whack my queen. Let's see what that looks like. Cast a spell, you goddamn cleric. Do it. Wow, this game is slow. Yeah, it's not like there's new features. It's just like you get a slow animation. Oh, wait. I need to see what the rook looks like. Hold on. How can I get a rook out real fast? Castling? Oh, wait, I have to move this cleric, don't I? Or what do I have to move to do that? Is it the space next to the rook? Here, kill my knight. Then I can take you and see what the fuck this building does in its animation. I'm gonna speed this up. I just want to see what the fuck the building does. It turns into a golem. Okay. I had to know. I had to know what the rook was gonna do when it was just literally an inanimate object. Get him! Oh my god, is he really gonna just square up? Just bonk him on the head. Just bonk him. All right, that's enough. Not very good at all. It's way too slow. Just play regular chess on NES. Bigfoot by the same people. Same time, release same month. You can play battle chess, or you can play Bigfoot. Oh, okay, like the monster truck. Okay, is this just a top-down RC car style game? Show me. Let's see. What a weird game. You get dragged forward when you fall behind. Wow, this is... No. Whatever the fuck's going on here is... No. I can't even explain all the things that are wrong with what's happening right now. It's just wrong, and we all can tell, right? Something's just wrong. That can't be the noise they decided on. It can't be, right? Watch out, I've got a shuriken I can throw now. Or a buzzsaw, or who the fuck knows. I win? I win? I won? I guess I won? Oh, I can upgrade stats. Wait, why not spend all the money? A different type of race. How do I move forward? I am trying to move forward and it's not doing anything. I have to press left and right on the D-pad alternatingly. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? The next game is called Circus Caper by Advanced Communications, and Toho is the publisher. Oof. This is a rough episode. I'm not gonna lie, this has been a pretty rough episode so far. Thank God for Chippendale. And we can pretty much end it on Final Fantasy. It's the second to last game, but I'll just play it last, just because I know it's gonna be the one I'd rather spend more time playing. Anyway, Circus Caper. All right, Circus Caper, let's go. A citywide carnival is in progress. Attractions being a circus. A boy and his little sister stop at the circus tent. The biggest circus around. Step right up. See it for yourselves. Okay, opening cutscene of some sort. Circus Caper. A mysterious clown seated at the entrance. You kids haven't got any tickets? Come here, roll these. If you strike it lucky, I'll give you tickets. Really? Brother, let's do it. Good. Say a prayer that you'll be lucky. No second try. Okay, let's try our luck. Wow, you did it. You kids are sure lucky. The tickets are yours. Oops, only one ticket left. Sorry, but just one for you. I'm sorry, brother. Will you be okay all alone? Sure, be sure to meet me at the exit after the show. I'm gonna walk up with this clown that looks like a serial killer. He says his name is Ted. Entrance of tent. Cloud at gate. Welcome to our circus, little girl. You're the last customer today. It's a full house. Show over. The boy comes to meet his sister. Strangely, all is quiet. How spooky. What's the matter? Mr. Magic. Call me Mr. Magic. I am your sister now, kid. You'd better give up on her. Shucks. You can't have her. Wait. Alright. Kill the freaks. Let's go. I'll make sure you people have to travel to every town for a reason, because I'll be hunting you. I can't climb, so what do I do? I can't land. Game over, one life. One entire life. I guess I'm supposed to land on the alligators when their mouths are closed? For real? We really doing it this way? Right from the beginning of the fucking game, we're doing this? You have to be off cycle on the crocodiles is the first fucking thing in the game. With no chance to reiterate and try it over. You just have to go to the title screen and hit continue. Can I go in the tents? Let's take a rest. Why don't we play a carnival game? Jump at the right time so you'll avoid the fire. At least the bear's not evil. I mean, yes, I can do this for a minute and a half, but do I want to? The fire. Oh, this game is just not good. There's too much of that instant game over shit. Fuck that. Okay. SNK, square up. This is another chance to put out a good game. Let's see. SNK developed and published. They are not batting 100. This game is called Chrysalis, but in Japan it's called Godslayer, Haruka Tenko no Sonata. So, let's see what Chrysalis has to offer. It's a cool name. It's probably a shooter. It feels like a shooter name, but we'll find out. (1997) October 1st. This is the future. Savage war engulfs the world. Civilization is destroyed. Boy, you couldn't be farther from the truth. This is 1997, the best year of video games ever. An evolution had taken place. The Earth's axis. Those surviving vowed not to repeat their mistakes of the past and erected a great tower in the sky. To oppress evil forever. Let's see it. Okay. Look at that opening. Makes me think of the Digimon Time Stranger opening. 100 years have passed. Most of the Earth has become dominated by mutated creatures. We got some potential with the way this is opening up. People worked together to rebuild their villages and their lives, but they still lived in fear. As they feared the rebirth of evil, they remembered the construction of the tower and of its consequences once activation had begun. Once evil emerged, would they still stand a chance? There was still one hope. That's not necessarily true. Metal Slug's good. Alright. Program 256. System 1024. Condition green. Input code name. Alright, what do we got going on here? We got a Mario run meter. Wait, it's just the Mario HUD at the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Hey, there's a guy coming out of the cave. Oh, this is the village of Leaf. There are great dangers outside the town. Please be careful. The wind here is always cold, but we're used to it. Is that armor or a cross? Do you wish to buy? Yes. How much money do I have? Do I have any? I don't have any. I'll have to get some money. So, you don't press a button. You just walk up to the NPCs to talk to them. Did you visit the Elder's house yet? Not yet, sir. Not yet. Maybe he'll give me some money? You have finally awoken. This money is from the wise man Zebu. It's yours. 100 doll hairs. I like how fast you move. Also, you can move diagonally in an NES RPG. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. I ran from you when we first met. Zebu says he's having a hard time with the windmill guard. He's always sleeping. Alright, where is the weapon shop? Because we're gonna need a weapon before we even need armor. I'm the village elder. You awoke from inside the cave, didn't you? We were told you would arrive. You are our last hope to defeat evil. Receive this sword to protect you on your quest. This and others like it will guide you. Now I've got the Sword of the Wind! There's an old windmill to the north, but I've never seen it working. There's a money glitch. Interesting. I wouldn't do that just to sample it, but if I was playing it, I'd probably do that. Warp boots. Alarm flute. Antidote. Medicinal herb. Alright, I've got enough money to buy the armor. So, do I have that equipped? I do not. How do I equip? There we go. Oh, look at all this. Okay. Hey, it's got a built-in save. That means this is an expensive RF. So what that means is that the cartridge was expensive because they had to build the save function as an additional add-on in the cartridge itself. Which later NES games started doing. Also, the music might have more channels. I need to hear a few more tracks. Alright. Stabby wabby. And I have power. Cool. Immediately feels good. Let's fight. Hold on. I hear... There's if it's definitely using the maximum channels on the NES. It might be using more. Typically, they'll use square waves for melodic stuff and tri waves for bass, and then they have a white noise channel they tend to use for percussion on the NES. But there's a counter melody in this that isn't just bass, so. Alright, this game looks pretty good, to be honest. I can't gather energy in here. Oh, yes, I can. I'm called Zebu. Try to make the windmill work. If you can do it, I'll teach you some magic. Sounds good. You're not getting a lot of money per kill. That shield, I didn't even check how much the shield was. But I mean, you know, it's an older game. They expect you to do a little grinding. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not. I'm not getting a terribly low amount of money. I mean, going in here without healing and stuff doesn't sound like a great idea, but you know, we're not playing through the game, we're just trying it out. There's the windmill. I need a key. Yeah, I need to get a key for that machine, looks like. This is a very interesting game. Wake up, dude. And there's an experience meter, too. I guess I level up. 1 per slime. Is it always just 1 per enemy? Did the tigers give me more? Let's see. The Beastmen. I like how smoothly the map moves around. Like, it's not like a Zelda transition type screen. It's like, you're gunning it. You move fast. I wonder if maybe one of the healing items can get rid of sleep. I don't know. I do not know. How do I get back to the village? Here we go. What's the other direction? Was there another direction? Or is it just up? Oh, it's just up. Can I get a shield? Perchance? 80. No, I cannot. Seems like an interesting game. These are the kind of games I like finding the most. The ones that don't have like a clear franchise name to it that people remember, but are good games. Those are the ones that really stick out to me. I want to see what happens when I level up. I imagine I just get a little bit more life or something, but maybe there is more to it. Excellent, your level increased. My life did get bigger, by a pretty noticeable amount. Cool. Yeah, if I was a kid, I would get myself like level 3 or something, and then try to make some progress. I'd make sure I was fully equipped, and then whatever level was closest to when I finished equipping, basically. That's how kid me would play this. But yeah, this is interesting. Interesting, very interesting. Good, I'm glad we ran into at least one of those today. Our next game is called Dungeon Magic: Sword of the Elements by Natsume. All right. Dungeon Magic. Sword of the Elements. Here we go. Taito. Whoa! They're spinning the letters. The calm night is shattered by a violent storm. Lightning crashes and thunder roars. Darces, the Dark Overlord, has returned. Very intimidating. Is that all we're gonna say? Okay. Begin a new adventure. Only when the 5 elements are joined will Darcis be defeated. Okay. This is a first-person RPG. From each of the 5 wizards, you can learn new spells. What about you? Take this compass with you. You'll need it in your quest. Wanted. Brave warriors in search of fame and fortune. Yeah, you're gonna need that fucking compass, that's for sure. Oof. I'm hoping we walk out the city and there's gonna be some music. Will you be apprenticed in the magic art of water? Yes. From now on, you can use the magic. Thank you for the magic. I'm level 0. Who knows? Have your journeys made you wiser? No. You'd better leave now. Yes. Oh, okay. Thanks. I'd just like to leave, sir. Oh, wait, these are different people. You've already been apprenticed. I am a water caster. Dirty water caster, get out of my sight. Hello. The castle is outside the north gate. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Go see the king. He will give you a sword. Where is he? Outside the north gate? I'm in the castle. Why am I in the dungeon? Why did I go for the dungeon instead of the front door? I think this might be a little bit too primitive, to be honest. In the town of Darius, I heard a rumor about spirits of the water. It's just the lack of any real sense of where the fuck you are. The castle's out. Oh my gosh. Yes, I got a compass. It's supposed to help me, but it really doesn't help that much. Because everything looks the same anyway. Okay. It's of its time, but I don't think... No, I can't say that because I've played first-person RPGs from around this time that are better. I can't just say that, give it a pass like that. When did Phantasy Star come out? Phantasy Star came out 3 years earlier. Okay? Like, come on. It came out around the same time as Dragon Quest, actually. Yeah, and that's fine, but that's not what we're doing today. Dusty Diamonds All-Star Softball. Give me the defaults, boss. Wow. Look at this Guess Who ass looking. I'll take the cyborg and the demon and the serial killer and the pervert and the cab driver and the Yakuza. And I don't know, who else looks weird? This guy. How many characters do I... Fuji, sure. The samurai. And... Mickey's looking a little fucked up. We'll get him. And, Artie. Alright. I don't want to change my starting lineup. I want to play ball. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, I'll give it credit for all the players looking distinct. It's goofy. Probably better than the other baseball games just for having a little bit of style at all. You got me. You got me again. Look how fast this is going. You done got me. Good job. Seifu. Ah! I can't strike out anybody to save my life. I will say that. All right, they got me. Good job. I'm gonna skip the next one and go to Image Fight by Irem. Image Fight. All right. Image projector, okay. Cyber connector, okay. Control system, okay. No, okay. There's like no way you're giving me that tone gray background. All right, they're trying to do something with the soundtrack here. They're trying. Doesn't... Oh, you can do like... Is that a dash? Is that what that's supposed to be? I don't know what that button's supposed to be. Oh, it's modes. It changes the mode of the options. Okay, this is like a... There's another game we played that was something like this. It was a pretty old one. The music's a little grating. I know they're trying for something, but it's a little grating. Okay. Alright, so the last game for today is Final Fantasy by Square. Just good old Final Fantasy 1. Is there a US revision? Yes, there is. That's Japan. The world is veiled in darkness. The wind stops, the sea is wild, and the earth begins to rot. The people wait, their only hope, a prophecy. When the world is in darkness, 4 warriors will come. After a long journey, 4 young warriors arrive, each holding an orb. Really? It's an orb in the original US release? Alright. Alright, well, now... Well, okay, hold on. No, that's not what I wanted. Fuck. We will have a fighter. And then... the black belt at least is cheap. It's alright. I played this version before. It's alright. There's certain things that don't work well. The black belt doesn't work in the back half of the game because the levels you gain are, like, retroactively bad for the master. So there's things like that. Do I start with money? I don't remember. I do start with money. Do I start with equipment? On. I do not. Okay. I'm Arlen, the dancer. Alright, we need 2 rapiers. And a wooden staff. Okay. Then we need some armor. I can't remember if the red mage can wear chainmail at the beginning of the game or not. Probably. I think the wooden is mostly for the thief. I might be wasting a lot of money doing this, but I'll buy a piece for nope. I'll buy cloth for heal. Yep, there we go. And then we need a heal spell. We don't really need an attack spell, but let's see what they have. I'll get fire. Give it to the red mage. Now, do they just have that, or do I have to press anything else? Let's see. They both have 2 spell slots. Okay, yeah, you don't have to equip it. It just gets added on. Alright. Now let's do a fight. I don't know how well the balancing is at the very beginning of the game. Show me a fight. Does it have to be in the forest? Or is the encounter rate just for low? That's a lot, but I did get a chance to strike first. Now, in this version of the game, you have to make sure you hit separate enemies, because you'll miss an enemy that dies. And I don't know how hard we actually hit. So, like, white mage is gonna miss here. Now, the black mage is gonna start really weak, and he'll grow very strong very fast. Because all his stuff's based on levels, and gear will just make him weaker. I think there's, like, a small portion of the game where you can use, like, a nunchuck, and it will be slightly better, but most of the time you shouldn't have gear. So, more than anything, we need to level up to make sure the black belt actually pulls his weight. Even a couple levels will probably make a big difference. Not that we're playing... I was like, how fast can I get to Garland? How fast can I beat Garland? How fast can I kill Chaos? Monsters perished. Do I get a count to see how much EXP they want? Oh, okay. And then, is it different between classes? It is not. This is very old, so I'm like, does this got like older D&D EXP requirements? No. Not the fastest gameplay in the world, but not unfun. I personally think that the PSP version of Final Fantasy 1 is still the best one. Personally, I think it looks the best. It looks better than the Crystal remakes, and it's got extra content for like late game if you'd like to push the game a bit farther. I really hate how the Crystal remasters cut all the extra features out of the games that came from later versions. I think that's especially egregious with Final Fantasy 2 because that's like half the game. Dawn of Souls is like a second half of the game that you don't get in the Crystal remaster. Oof. You know, we could do this. As long as I don't die. Which I might if I'm not careful. Alright, how we looking? On the cusp of a level up? Might need to use a N. Get to level 2 and get killed by Garland. Sounds about right. Excuse me, princess. Also, the level up. We might get bad level ups, too. We needed like 13 HP. Alright, one more fight. Oh, him is almost out of here. Alright. Let's get a level up. Alright, what do we get? HP, strength, agility, vitality. Alright, good level up for him. Him, strength up, very important. Agility up, okay. Vitality up, very important for him. Luck up, that's not bad. Nope, got strength up. Vitality up. Luck up. No magic stat, okay. Heal, don't need strength. Agility's okay. Intelligence, we want wisdom. Or is wisdom not a separate stat in this game? Hold on. Is wisdom a separate stat in this version? It isn't, okay. Okay, that's a big jump in HP, right? Alright, let's go buy some potions, and let's knock Garland down. I don't know if we're actually strong enough, but we can at least try. We'll blow the rest of our money on potions. Dude, Get out of my way. What a bozo. I would like 2 healing potions. Alright, let's see if we can beat Garland. He's not very far away, right? He's just up here. Oh no, not Great Imp. Let's see how our damage has changed for, our black belt. Well, I guess I won't see. Surprisingly, our black belt is slow. Monsters perished. What good fucking music, right? I've always found this song to be great. This and like the Sunken Shrine and stuff. Like, this is someone who actually figured out how to use the limitations of the sound chip. No one touches my princess. Light warriors? You impertinent fools, I, Garland, will knock you all down. Let's do it. Oh my god, I still do no damage with that guy. That's a problem. Oh, maybe I need to be a little stronger for Garland. We'll see. How's my warrior do? Okay, my warrior does damage. How's my spells? Oh my god. Now, the problem is that the spells don't scale in this version of the game. Like, being a black mage is objectively the worst class in this game. This version of the game. This is Garland. Not yet Chaos. Or he's always been Chaos. I don't know. One or the other. There's many ways to look at that. Oh, you can crit on spells, I guess. I guess I crit on fire. Probably good that I did. I don't know if I beat this guy very easily if I didn't do that. Come on! You can beat him, guys! Thankfully, Garland's been... Hey, I got him. There we go. Monsters perished. Does he give me enough for a level up? He gives me quite a bit. How close was I to another level up, I wonder? Oh no, I needed like 200 total EXP. Levels come far apart in this version. So you are the Light Warriors, thank you. Thank you for saving the princess. To aid your quest, I ordered a bridge built to the continent. Go now and make the orbs shine again. This loot has been passed down from queen to princess for 2,000 years. Garland stole it when he kidnapped me. Please accept it as my gift. It just might come in handy. And we gotta get that classic crawl, so let's get down to that bridge. Bum bum bum. So we go north here. I'm trying to get to my finale here. There we go. And so their journey begins. What awaits the four? They do not know. Each holding an orb that 2,000 years ago shined with beauty from within, but now only darkness. Come, start your journey. Return the light of peace to our world. Programmed by Nasir. Character design, Yoshihiro Amano. Scenario by Kenji Terada. Production of Square A-Team. Like an actual, opening credits after the game. Yeah. Obviously, that's the best game of today's session. Let's do our ratings here. Let's do our ratings. Let's go. Where is my... There it is. Okay. Let's do our ratings for today. All right. Bad news. Baseball was just another baseball game. Actually, I think it was kind of bad. I think it's a 2. Boulder Dash. You know what? That game was all right. I'll give it a 4. Cabal. No, that was the weird one with the grenade and shoot button being the same. Captain Skyhawk by Rare. That wasn't good. Castle of Dragon. That one wasn't very good. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. 4 or a 5? Do I give that a 4 or a 5? I love that game. That game's great. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 5. Dragon Spirit, the New Legend. Now production. This was the air shooter dragon. That thing was okay. It was a 3. Heavy Shredding. That game sucked. That was a 1. Jeopardy. I'm just giving it a stock 3. The Last Starfighter. That was a Mindscape game. That wasn't good. The Golgo 13 game was just kind of average. The cutscenes were too long. Give it a 3. Mechanized Attack. That was the bad SNK game. I'm giving that a 1. Michael Andretti's World GP. I didn't really like that. I'll give it a 2. Pinball Quest. Didn't really like it. I'll give it a 2. Puss in Boots. That was garbage. It gets a 1. Rad Racer 2. Honestly, it could be a 3 or a 2. I didn't really feel it. I'll give it a 2. Rocket Ranger. That was a bad one. That was a 1. Shingen the Ruler. A worse Nobunaga's Ambition. I'll give it a 2. Silkworm. I don't even fucking remember. I think it was just another shooter. I'm going to give it a 1. I'll give it a 2. Starship Hector. Just another bland shooter. 2. Wall Street Kid. It seems like it might be fun for a certain type of person. I'll give it a 3. Adventures of Gilligan's Island. Wasn't particularly good. Gets a 2. Battle Chess is chess, which would be fine. Just a board game score of 3, but it's slow. So it gets a 2. Bigfoot. This was bad too. It was Beam Software again. Circus Caper. I hate the way that game is set up. It gets a 1. Chrysalis. This was a cool new one. I'll give that a 4. I might like it more than that if I had played it more. Dungeon Magic. I didn't find that too impressive. I'll give it a 2. The All-Star Softball. I'll give it a 3. It's a decent baseball game. Final Fantasy gets a 5, and Image Fight, I don't. It was okay. I'll give it a 3. So our better games today were Final Fantasy, Chippendale, Chrysalis, and Boulder Dash. Those were the ones I liked more. On the next episode, we're going to let's see. It looks like we're going to go from July down through September. What kind of stuff do we have? There's a Mad Max game, Wizardry. There's a Dick Tracy game, Back to the Future 2 and 3, but the Back to the Future 1 game was really bad. Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout, infamously bad game. Dragon Warrior 2, Gauntlet 2, Mule, I don't know what that is. Skater Die 2, maybe they fixed it by then. But yeah, we'll have some decent variety of games in the next session. Anywho, I hope everyone enjoyed the show, and I hope you guys have a good day or a good evening, and I will see you on the next one.